Hello students, this session is about the chapter lipids, and here you will find the introduction to lipid, that is definition to lipids, its classification into simple, complex and derived lipids with example, then a term called fatty acid, its definition, then its classification as saturated and unsaturated fatty acid with example and structure, and definition for essential and non-essential fatty acid with example you are going to see in this session. So coming to the term lipids, when you hear the term lipid, the first thing what will come to your mind will be oils and fats. So they are the example for lipid. Oils, fats, waxes, etc. are example for lipids. If we have to define lipids, how can we define the term lipid? They are extremely heterogeneous group of naturally occurring compounds which are relatively insoluble in water. These lipids are insoluble. You know that fats, oils, etc. are insoluble in water. So such group of compounds, such heterogeneous group of compound which are naturally occurring but they are insoluble in water but soluble in non-polar organic solvents. They are called lipids. Why they are insoluble in water? Because of the hydrophobic character of this lipid component. These are having long carbon chain. All these lipids will be having long carbon chain in their structure which will make them hydrophobic, and that is the main reason for the non-solubility in water. But they are soluble in non-polar organic solvents. So this hydrophobic character is due to the largely hydrocarbon nature. Example can be given as fats, oil, waxes, phospholipids, sphingolipids, steroids, pigments, vitamins, etc. can be given as an example for lipids. How can we classify lipids? Based on the composition, based on the content of the lipid, we can classify them into three categories. They are simple lipids, then compound lipids, and derived lipids. So what do you mean by simple lipids? As the term suggests, they are the esters of fatty acid with alcohol. These lipids are basically esters. So to form an ester, an acid component and an alcoholic component should combine. So the acid which is combining will be fatty acid, and alcohol, any alcohol, normally it may be glycerol. It may be glycerol. This alcohol will be glycerol. So they are ester derivative of fatty acid with alcohol or glycerol. These are called simple lipids. In addition to this fatty acid and glycerol, there will not be any other extra component in this simple lipids. Example can be given as tristearin, then tripalmitin, then triacondyl palmitate of bee wax, then cutin of plants can be given as an example for simple lipids. Then here the simple lipids again can be classified into acyl glycerol and waxes. Acyl glycerol and waxes. Acyl glycerol means they are esters of fatty acid with glycerol. They can be butter, then tripalmitin, tristearin, etc. Further classification of simple lipid into acyl glycerol and waxes. Waxes are esters of long chain fatty acid with long chain monohydric alcohol. Here the alcohol part is not glycerol, it is long chain monohydric alcohol, where in the first class it is glycerol derivative. Here the example can be cutin of plants, etc. The second classification, the second category in the same classification is compound or complex lipids. So here, in addition to this fatty acid and alcohol part, there will be an extra component. One extra group will be there along with the ester group. So they are called as compound or complex lipids. The ester derivative of fatty acid with alcohol, which also contain other group, are called compound lipid. For example, phospholipid. As the term suggests, phosphor, an additional group of phosphate, will be present in this lipid. Phospholipid contain phosphoric acid residue. Lecithin, cephalin can be given as an example for this compound lipid. Sphingolipids. Here, the extra component is an amino alcohol sphingosine. That is why the lipid is termed as sphingolipid. Glycolipid. Glyco means carbohydrate. So, it will be containing extra component as carbohydrate. Derived lipid, that is the third classification, third type in the same classification. Derived lipids. What are derived lipids? From this lipid, from the simple and compound lipid, whatever hydrolysis product we get, they are derived lipid. The lipid which are obtained on hydrolysis of simple or compound lipid are termed as derived lipids. So these derived lipids are produced from simple and compound lipids. So what will be, with what these lipids are made of, that will be getting. For example, we get fatty acid, we get alcohol like glycerol, sphingosine, steroids, all these things. So they can be given as an example for derived lipid. So based on composition of lipid, they can be classified into simple lipid, compound lipid, and derived lipids. Now coming to the term fatty acid. So we have seen that lipids are the esters of fatty acid with alcohol, long chain alcohol or glycerol. So what do you mean by this fatty acid? Fatty acid is nothing but carboxylic acid, but not a simple carboxylic acid. They are long chain aliphatic monocarboxylic acid. Fatty acids are long chain aliphatic monocarboxylic acid with the general formula RCOOH, the normal general formula of a carboxylic acid, where R contain more than 10 carbon atoms. R can be alkyl or alkenyl chain. It can be saturated or it can be unsaturated, but it contain only one carboxyl group. So that is the definition for fatty acids. How can we classify this fatty acid? Based on the saturation. If the fatty acids are saturated, if it contain only single bond, we call it as saturated fatty acid. If it contains double bond in its structure, we call it as unsaturated fatty acids. So based on the structure, fatty acid can be divided into saturated fatty acid and unsaturated fatty acid. Saturated fatty acid, as the term indicates, which contain only carbon-carbon single bonds. For example, lauric acid, which is the common name, its IUPAC name is dodecanoic acid, which has the molecular formula C11H23COOH. So total how many carbons are there? There are 12 carbons. C11 plus this carbon, so 12 carbons. So in the abbreviation of these fatty acids, all fatty acids can be represented through one particular abbreviation. So in the abbreviation, how we write? Here first we write the total number of carbon atom, then put one colon symbol, then mention the number of double bonds. So as this saturated fatty acid does not contain any double bond, they are saturated, the number of double bond will be 0. So this lauric acid has the abbreviation 12. 12 stands for the total number of carbon atom, 12:0. Then myristic acid or tetradecanoic acid, which has the molecular formula C13H27COOH. The total number of carbon atoms are C14 carbon atom. So we represent that through abbreviation as 14:0. All saturated fatty acid will have 0 number double bonds. That is why the end everywhere it will be 0. So palmitic acid and stearic acid are very common saturated fatty acid which you have to study the molecular formula and the abbreviation as 16:0 for palmitic acid and 18:0 for stearic acid. Now, how about this unsaturated fatty acids? In the molecular structure, these fatty acids contain double bonds, carbon-carbon double bonds. It can be one double bond, it can be more than one double bond also. So, these unsaturated fatty acids contain double bond in the structure. In the alkyl part, it will be alkenyl carboxylic acid. For example, palmitoleic acid. Palmitoleic acid has the molecular formula C15H29COOH. Look at the abbreviation here. Here, how many carbons are there? It should be 16. 16 colon, not 18. It should be 16. See, 15 plus 1, 16 colon. How many carbon? It is a delta 7. It is 1. It contains one double bond. And so, colon 1. And the double bond is present at the 9th position. So that the position of the double bond is indicated in the bracket. So 16:1 in bracket 9. Then oleic acid, it should be 7. That is 7th position. So it should be 16:1 in bracket 7. Oleic acid 18:1 in bracket 9. Then linoleic acid, which has two double bonds, and the molecular formula C17H31COOH has the molecular formula 18 as the abbreviation 18:2 because it contains two double bonds, and these two double bonds are at 9th and 12th position. The position of the double bond is indicated in the bracket. If there are more than one double bond, it is separated through comma. So this is linoleic acid and arachidonic acid. Linoleic acid has the abbreviation 18:3, 9, 12, 15. Then arachidonic acid has the abbreviation. It has 4 double bonds, and the 4 double bonds are at the positions 5, 8, 11, 14, etc. So 18:4, 5, 8, 11 and 14. These are a few structures of fatty acid. A saturated fatty acid, lauric acid, which has nowhere double bond in the structure. A continuous chain. We can take from here as the first carbon, which carry carboxyl group. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It contains 12 carbon atoms. This is how we write the structure of this lauric acid. So it will be 12:0. The abbreviation will be 12:0 because it has no double bond in the molecular structure. Myristic acid, it contains 14 carbon, again 14:0. Then palmitic acid, which contains 16 carbon atom, so 16:0. 16:0. There is no double bond in the structure of palmitic acid. So all these are saturated fatty acid. Saturated fatty acid. Stearic acid again, which contain 18 carbon atom with no double bond. So 18:0. Here onwards, oleic acid onwards, it is unsaturated fatty acid which contain how many carbon atom? Which contain 18 carbon atom and one double bond, and this double bond is at the 9th position. That is why it is written in bracket as 9. 18:1 in bracket 9. Linoleic acid 18:2, 9 and 12. 9 between 9 and 10. So the lowest number we take. So 9 and 10, one double bond. Then 12 and 13, the second double bond. So 9, 12. Again, linolenic acid, which contain 3 double bonds. Linoleic, everything contain 18 carbons only. So 18:3, 9, 12, 15. Then arachidonic acid, which contain 20 carbon atoms and contain 4 double bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4 double bonds at these positions 5, 8, 11, 14. So this is how we write the structures of fatty acid, that is unsaturated and saturated fatty acid, their abbreviation and the structure of this with a few examples. Now coming to a term called essential fatty acids. Essential fatty acid, just like essential amino acid, those fatty acid which are not synthesized in our body, in the animal cells by metabolic process, and so they should be supplied through the diet. The fatty acids which are not synthesized in the body, but they are highly essential for the growth of the animal cell, and it should be supplied to the diet, will be called essential fatty acid. The unsaturated, it will be normally unsaturated fatty acid. These unsaturated fatty acid which are not synthesized in the animal cell or the living organism by metabolic process, and they are essential for the normal growth of the animal, and they should be supplied in the form of the diet, are termed as essential fatty acids. So example can be given as linoleic acid, arachidonic acid, etc. Then what will be non-essential fatty acid? The fatty acid which are synthesized in the body, so it need not be supplied through the diet, are called non-essential fatty acid. Example can be given as palmitic acid, stearic acid, etc. So this is the difference between essential and non-essential fatty acids. So in this session, you have seen the term lipid, its definition, classification into simple, complex and derived lipid with examples. Then a term fatty acid, its definition and its classification into saturated and unsaturated fatty acid, and how to write the structure and the abbreviations. And also we have seen the term essential and non-essential fatty acid with the example.